Mad Max Fury Road is a movie that I've always looked at and just thought, that's a little too weird for me, which is rich coming from a Star Wars slash Dune fan. It's like Star Wars, Dune, other sci-fi, what the heck. Mad Max is for some reason where I draw the line. And of course, with Furiosa coming out earlier this month, I've been inspired to finally actually check out the franchise. No, I've not watched the original ones with Mel Gibson. If I'm being entirely honest, I didn't actually even know until like a month ago that there were other older editions of this franchise. I didn't even realize how big of a franchise it actually was until literally like a month ago, which probably sounds sacrilege to some of you who are fellow sci-fi nerds and probably major Mad Max fans. If you were to ask me to describe these movies to you, my assessment is that it's gotta be post-apocalyptic, because why the heck are they just driving around in the desert? If not, can't be for fun, right? Post-apocalyptic Fast and Furious on dune buggies in the desert. Like, that's my assumption of what this is, but of course there's so much more to it. If I'm being entirely honest, a catalyst that really finally inspired me to just check out this movie is earlier this year. I took a trip to Europe, and on the flights both there and back, I was doing that thing where I was being annoying and looking over at the TV on the person's screen in front of me, and on both two separate flights, the person in front of me had been watching Mad Max. This individual, this being was on screen but for both of those instances, and that's really what piqued my interest, because I've never seen whoever this is before. Again, I don't know really anything about Mad Max, so when I saw that, I was like, what? Who? So whoever this individual is really piqued my interest. I'm assuming he's a villain. I have no idea. I don't know literally what is in store, which I'm actually really excited about. And normally I do like to watch any of the pre-existing lore or canon, or try to read a book if I can, or watch the older versions of the films. I kind of just got a little bit lazy, sorry, and copped out of doing that this time around. But I had heard from some of you guys that it's totally acceptable to just start with Fury Road here, the more recent rendition, of course, prior to the release of Furiosa. I think I've definitely seen like some memes from this movie in particular, if I'm thinking correctly of the right one. I have no idea what to expect, and again, there's nothing really, I just don't know why I never got into these movies as a sci-fi fan. I don't know what my hang-ups were, but we're gonna remedy that today, because I will say, when I saw Dune 2 in the theaters in March, I believe Furiosa was one of the trailers that aired during that, and it actually really piqued my interest, and I was like, okay, I should get educated here. Very excited, especially for this guy. Whoever this is, I'm ready for you. Without further ado, let's embark and see what we have in store. Hello.
My name is Max. My world is fire and blood.
We are killing for gasoline.
Our bones are poisoned. We have become half-life.
So this is really dystopian. This is really post-apocalyptic.
Our way was broken. Who was more crazy?
Is that a two-headed lizard? Oh, it's like a Chernobyl experiment.
You promised to help us.
They are long dead.
Ew. I guess that looks to be like the only grub he's got out there. So the whole world just looks like California now. I just assume it takes place in California, because that's what it looks like.
Haunted by those I could not protect.
Oh, hello.
So I exist in this wasteland.
I applaud him for still going. These were my circumstances, I'd be like, I would just not. Oh. What's everyone's obsession with being bald? That's infected already. Universal. What?
Max, is that you? How are you? How are you, Max?
They all look like, Fade Routha. He's fighting a bunch of fades. Yeah. Ugh. What's the obsession with the face paint and the baldness? I'm asking like the dumbest question. Ouch. Nice belt buckle. Like, what? What? Oh my god, that's one of the most wild things I've seen. Like, who?
We send off my war rig to bring back gasoline. I select my Imperator, Furiosa. Ride with me, eternal, on the highways of Valhalla.
Is this just a giant cult of albinos who like face paint?
Rise from the ashes of this world.
Just hoarding all the moisture, I see. They're just letting it pour onto the ground. Pick it up, people. Sucks if you're at the back of the line. It doesn't look like anybody collected any water. This place looks rough. How do they separate who's in the cult? Who gets to shave their head and wear the face paint and who doesn't? Ooh. Universal donor. Yeah, that's the tattoo that was on his back. What?
Boss, we're not going to Gastown?
We're heading east.
I'll pass it down the line.
Ace! What's going on?
We're heading east.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh! Ah, what the frick? Do they not have animals anymore, so they have to just farm humans? What the frick?
She's going off-road into hostile territory.
Why would she do that, Dad?
Kind of sounds like Darth Vader.
Remedied.
Sooner or later, someone pushes back.
Where is she taking them?
A long way from you.
Hostage humans, human property, what is happening? And how is everyone so pale? Y'all live in the desert.
Treason! Betrayal! An Imperator gone rogue! An Imperator! Furiosa! He's prized breeders! He wants them back! Got a hand laid on them!
Is that Nicholas Holt? It's hard to recognize with the bald head.
That's my wheel! I'm driving! Today is my day! Look at you! If you can't stand up, you can't do war! We take my blood back! We take my blood back and strap into the Lancer's perch! It's got a muzzle on it! It's a raging feral!
I don't like
I'm
blood.
gonna die. I'm gonna die historic on the Fury Road.
So, why? Ugh. Ah, how much blood can you give? In the midst of our raid, we need somebody on an electric guitar that has pyrotechnics. What is the priorities in this civilization?
He looked at me! I have awaited in Valhalla!
I don't really have any idea what's going on.
We got vehicles from the Citadel. They're firing flares.
Eyes right.
Oh! Oh! At least he got launched over that trap of spears. What's she up to? Why'd she go rogue? Is that the Iron Throne in car format? Nowhere to hide in this big vast desert. That's the interesting thing. Just one big chase. Where do you go? How does it end? Oh, so they're all on a hunt to prove themselves as they can capture her. Listen. So they're like a little Viking complex. They keep mentioning Valhalla. Like, is it their life's mission to die? I mean, that's how it was for Vikings. They didn't care. That was glorious for them. They welcomed it.
We can't breathe down there!
Oh, she's smuggling.
Now we bring home the booty.
Poor Tom Hardy. I'd be sick.
She thinks she can lose us down. She thinks we're stupid.
Oh. Ooh. Storm's coming, Annie. Better get home quick. My God. That looks like a death wish.
Why can't you stop?
Out of the way! What have you done?
The fact that it took him this long to catch on to the fact that she went rogue.
We ain't found a way to get the blood knight down and back.
Meanwhile, the guitarist hasn't quit.
Coming in, Fred.
All this while he's literally being drained of blood. Ooh. What the frick? Ah!
Riding to I live, I die, I live again.
Ow. Still not entirely sure what's going on. Anakin would hate this. Oh God. No. Ever heard of 127 hours? Deadpool joke. Were all these women being held hostage by Joe?
We're not going back. Is that just the wind, or is that a furious vexation?
Aren't you all on the same side? Don't you both want to get away? Why is everybody punching each other? That was a little close, don't you think? Oh no, the electric guitar.
He's gonna be so grateful. We could ask for anything.
We're going to the green place.
Wait, is you?
Ow.
The green place of many mothers. How does it feel? It hurts. Out here, everything hurts. Do as I say.
I better start running. The electric guitar is getting louder. Why is he like feral? I mean, I don't blame him. He's been chained up, unwillingly donating blood.
You're relying on the gratitude of a very bad man. You've already damaged one of his wives. You're sitting on 2,000 horsepower nitro-boosted war machine. You want that thing off your face?
Why didn't you start with that? So, he really thinks that he would be rewarded if he were to, like, bring them back?
The gas town boys.
What do you see?
Nothing good.
And there's the people eater himself.
People eater!
We're dragging something out back. I think it's the fuel pod.
Where's Baldy? I'm waiting for him to jump out. Ah!
Unnecessary kill.
Warlock wants me dead.
We agree.
No, I live, I die, I live again.
Tie him out.
It's over. You can't defy him.
Watch us, mate. That's why we have his logo seen on our backs. Breeding stone. Battle fire.
They're all trying to just gain favor with him. They think he'll bring them like eternal glory in Valhalla. I die, I live again.
Get back in the hold. Keep the hatch open. Whatever you do, you can't be seen. I'm supposed to be alone. Hey, what's your name?
Does it matter?
Fine. When I yell fool, you drive out of here as fast as you can.
It's all here. 3,000 gallons of gasoline, just like you asked.
You said
These are fancy Tusken Raiders.
we count 3 war parties.
Not a good time, baby.
That's our fuel. Bring everyone through. Come on, man. Come on, let's go. You, climb aboard. All this for a family squabble.
Are women like a rarity here? Is that what? Are they trying to breed? Repopulate? Why are they such hot commodities other than, or at least his wives, other than he's just so, whoa, crazy? Other than he's just scary. Does it have something to do with, like, repopulation? Who knows? This soundtrack is pretty lit. I still don't really fully know what's going on, but I'm like, frick yes! Ride! Drive, y'all, drive!
We had a deal. The wives! No more flames! And yet, that's my child! My property!
If I get on the rig, there's a way inside.
What is your name?
It's Knox.
Stop the rig! Return my treasures to me, and I myself will carry you to the gates of Valhalla.
Red flag. Cult leader.
Shiny and chrome.
What does the chrome on the teeth have anything to do with going to Valhalla? You get one chance to impress the boss who's allegedly gonna bring you to Valhalla, and you do that. There's so much driving in this movie, my god. Ooh! Is that how Furiosa lost her hand? Oh! Oh, thank god. That would have been like the worst way to go out. All he could give her is a thumbs up after that? Oh frick. Oh no. Shiz, I celebrated too. No! Too soon. Maybe there's worse ways to go out.
Stop! Turn the rig around. Go back for her. Tell him to turn the rig
She got ran over. She's still there.
Did you see it? She went under the wheels. We keep moving.
Whatever happens, we're going to the green place. Just turn green. We don't even know.
Where is this? This green place.
It's a long night's run, heading east.
What are you doing here?
How the frick?
You saw it all.
Stop.
Was it way to live that night? They were calling out my name. I thought I was being spared for something great.
All through the night, that guitarist is still going. Got the #1 job.
Hey, Joe! Boss! Your girl is breathing her last.
What about the child? Get it out!
Oh, frick this.
Another month. Could have been your viable human.
Was it a male?
You lost a baby brother. Perfect in every way.
I had a baby brother!
Wait a second. Is this guy all of their fathers? Hang on. Is everyone in this cult his offspring? What the? Or are metaphorical? This man. What?
I want to shoot the wife, sir. Just prove it.
You want to help? Woo! The war boy!
This high ground, just beyond that thing. Get out. I can do this. I know this machine.
He does. He's a rev head.
You've got 2 left.
Oh!
Do they know they're shooting at us?
He's not really doing a great job of avoiding the assets. The wives.
You need to take the war rig off and click down the track.
What if you're not back by the time the engines are cooled?
Well, you keep moving.
Retaliate first.
Ooh.
You're bleeding.
He looks like he got shot in the face. What on earth? There's so much desert. My God.
How do you know this place even exists?
I was born there. I was taken as a child. This is the best shot I'll ever have.
And then,
They're looking for help.
what about you?
Redemption.
Okay, Renfield. Didn't he actually play Renfield? Parallels.
Hey, what's that?
What is that? Oh.
That's bait.
That's the meme I've seen like a million times. I was waiting.
I am one of the Bubalini, of the many mothers. My initiate mother was K.D. Concannon. I am the daughter of Mary Jobasa.
It's me. This is our Furiosa. The men. Who are they? They're reliable.
Does she come from a clan of all women?
I can't wait for them to see it. Say what? Home. The green place.
Does it still exist?
A creepy place with all the crows. The soil.
Oh no.
We're the only ones left.
This is really making me want to watch Furiosa now. I want to go see her backstory. Dang, that's rough. Wow, that shot. Oh my god. I love the color grading, and then evening times this blue.
Can't talk to you. We're never gonna have a better chance to make it across the sun. You're more than welcome to come with us.
Well, I'll make my own way. You know, hope is a mistake. You'll go and stay.
Some bold words to say to a woman who just lost her whole home. This place does seem pretty hopeless though. How do they keep going? Who's this child haunting him?
This is your way home.
We go back.
Back?
Yeah.
I thought you weren't insane anymore.
Citadel.
It's got everything you need, as long as you're not afraid of heights.
Where does the water come from?
And the cult is there?
I suggest we go back the same way we came.
She's like, frick, no.
And we'll be with Nux. He'll be bringing us home, bringing back what's stolen as he's meant to.
I like this plan. We can start again. Coming close to Campbell's redemption.
Right back to it, huh? Gotta get right back to where we started from. And this guy's just waiting there. Holy shnikes. Not even the guitarist is tapped out.
And then they're heading for the canyon. And now it's undefended.
Break's over. Time to play. Say a prayer, everybody. Oh my. Oh my god.
Here we go, girls. You fell. You traitor.
Ooh! Good shot. Yes, queen. Ah! Oh, frick. No. No. Ooh. Oh. That was lucky. No, 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 no. Oh. Smacked. Ouch. How are they gonna pull this off? Freak. God, this got so intense. I went from having no idea about what's going on to being like, come on, y'all! Come on, y'all, drive! Ouch! Get him! Oh, frick, no! So much violence all of a sudden.
Are you okay?
No.
I think.
Oh, frick. No. Ugh, you stink. Ah! Ah. Oh, frick. Oh. Oh no. Ugh. Ow. That is a shank if I've ever seen one. Oh, she's totally not gonna make it. Oh! We'll take that.
She's hurt! She's hurt real bad!
This just got so intense. Oh my pyrotechnics. Oh no.
I'm gonna need you to drive. I'll get him out of our way.
Oh no. Direct hit! That guitarist just won't quit, man. Oh.
Princess! Take me! Tina! What are you doing?
Ow! Everyone's getting thrown around, kicked, punched.
Remember me?
Ow! Ugh.
He's dead! He's dead!
When you're across safe, I'll jam the throttle and follow you. Hurry! We're nearly at the pass!
I have chills. I can't explain why. All of that build up and then the second it gets released as he dies, like, oh my god. Oh, and now this. Why am I tearing up? Why am I getting emo? Don't cry. Why? What a boss. Is it normal to cry right there? What? That got to me. I'm so confused by my own feelings right now. That whole build-up, that whole setup. Valhalla, the gates were opened. Oh.
She's collapsing her lungs. One breath at a time.
Oh, don't do it.
I'm so sorry.
She's exsanguinated, drained all her blood. Furiosa.
Oh, hey, universal donor.
Max. My name is Max. That's my name.
Now I know why he was acting all feral. They call him Mad Max. That explains everything leading up to this.
He's got something.
What's important, Joe?
I was wondering if we'd ever get to see what he looked like. Congrats, everybody. Wow. I'll be real honest. I will be real honest there. In the beginning there, initially, I'll be real, I didn't think anything was gonna click for me. I was really beginning to regret my choice of not watching the original films with Mel Gibson. I was beginning to think perhaps that was necessary viewing because my brain was really not. I know you don't have to immediately understand a movie 5 minutes into watching it, but so much of this was really confusing me and I didn't really know, and it felt like I needed some lore in order to be understanding and fully appreciating what was going on and even just following along. So for the beginning there, it was looking a little bit bleak because I was like, all right, be patient. Be patient, Catherine. Don't be hasty. You don't need all the answers in the first 2 seconds. But even still, like an hour in, I was a little bit like, I don't fully know what's happening still. There's so much of a mystery, and also because this style of the film, I know I said casually, jokingly, like there's so much driving in this movie, but the desert, the landscape and the scenery really does become a whole, like, its own character in this film. It's so desolate, it's so bleak, it's so ominous. Just really the whole time, even when they've gotten away, there's no place to hide. It's so just open and exposed. Like, even in the brief moments when they've pumped the brakes, they've stopped, it still feels like this looming threat is after them. It's still out there. One thing that was there the entire time was just this gripping, looming feeling of, like, hopelessness. They make it pretty abundantly clear right out of the gate that I don't know how any of these people are still going. I just was so fixated on how obsolete and hopeless the setting is, and also just a testament to how gorgeous the cinematography was, and the fact fact that the landscape really is just such an integral part of this. Like I said, it's almost like a character in and of itself, and contributes to this just overarching, just looming sense of just dread. Is there anything out there? That's why I was like, where's she even taking them? You know, in the beginning, you know, it slowly starts to piece it together. Okay, these are his wives. Obviously wouldn't want to be married to that guy. You realize what's up in this kind of cult-like, leader-like pedestal energy that, you know, Joe is kind of sustaining off of, and depriving, you know, all of these other people of his hoard of aquacola. Is that what he calls it? Of H2O, and making women pump breast milk, and, you know, obviously enslaving women and treating people as property, and, you know, just farming, like just breeding these women for his own whatever weird purposes. You know, all of that, I was so fixated on what's his MO, what's his goal. And so it's not hard to dislike him. You know, I was very intrigued about his character because I've only ever seen images of him in the past, and I was just so intrigued, like, what the frick is this guy? But it gives off obviously cult-like energy, and this discussion of Valhalla, and everyone's trying to seek favor with him and prove themselves, self-sacrifice as long as it impresses him. And the red flags were there. So admittedly, for a really long time, I didn't understand anything that was going on. And also, it's beginning to click for me, you know, after Furiosa just came out. Reviews I keep seeing are that allegedly Anya Taylor-Joy only had like 30 lines of dialogue, which was seemingly like a huge deal. Now that I've seen this, I'm like, that checks out. That makes sense, because this is not a dialogue heavy film at all. This is like, it doesn't rely on the talking to tell the story, which maybe is why, you know, I was getting so like, I just don't understand what's happening. Can somebody just sit down and break it down? Can you all just talk to each other? Can I try to just piece things together through a few little lines here and there? But the film, even still, you know, it still only gives you just a little bit, so it creates all these characters have all this mystery to them. So admittedly, I really was beginning to question whether I'd made a mistake by not watching the original films, because it was taking so long for things to click. But by the end, as you guys saw, I was like, holy frick, I care. I really went from having no clue what was going on to how the frick did I tear up? Is that normal for this? I don't know. Again, I don't know if my viewing experience would have been different had I watched the originals. It probably would. I probably would have had some more idea of what's going on, or certain references, or things like that. But I've got to say, for going into this blind, having none of that backstory, and being able to go from being so beyond confused to the point that I thought I'd maybe made a mistake, to then freaking having chills and tearing up, I'm really just a little bit brain blasted. I'm brain blasted. This was a huge advocate for the fact that you have to just be patient. A movie might not feed you all the answers, and that's okay, because you can piece together, you know, it boils down to just like shared universal truths at the end of the day, which is really just kind of like what you would cling to in a dire dystopian circumstance like this. Again, I just kept feeling like there is no hope here. For how are these people still, how the frick do you even survive here? So to then bring it back around to make that so clear, and again through the landscape, just nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. What are they even trying to find here? Like, just couldn't even see the possibility for something better, you know? But the fact that it boiled down to still just that simple universal truth of like, you have to just have hope. And again, such little dialogue, you know, Furiosa and Max never really even share that much discourse at all. They exchange such few words, but still were able to connect to that. Just the human nature of it all really just came out in this film. And I feel like it really just made it evident, like, you don't need to be fed the whole story, everyone's backstory, which we do of course get with Furiosa, and now I like really see the intrigue for her origin film and want to go see it now, especially since it's clear that Joe, I'm assuming, is the one who like stripped her from her family, you know, and I wonder, you know, how she worked up the ranks to become, you know, an operator of his like war machine here. But it's clear she didn't start out that way, I'm assuming, so I would like to see, you know, how she had to fight to survive. She implies that she's also seeking redemption, so it's like you can only imagine what she maybe had to do, and now she's willing to sacrifice everything in order to just redeem some of that. I just can't get over. I almost took it for granted because so much of this does take place in just the the huge vastness of this desert, and maybe I took it for granted because I live in California, so I'm like, all right, this feels like home. You know, I kept forgetting halfway through, like, how impressive that is to not only all these driving sequences, how that could not have been easy. And because so much of the film is just you're trekking, you're fast and furiousing through the desert, I kind of just took that for granted midway through it, but then realized, like, holy crap, look at the scenery, the color grading, like, the balance of the energy in this movie, like, the momentum during these chase scenes, and then you would finally get that break, but still, they're just surrounded by this vastness and this just nothing. Just, you're out in the desert, still so vulnerable and exposed, and you know, that guy's freaking chasing you, like, even in the moments when it was more serene and still and quiet, there was just this kind of looming, is there anything better than this, you know? And then when it would kick into high gear, like, by the end there, again, I had chills, and I really didn't think I would. I honestly, midway through the movie, was questioning if at any point things were gonna click for me, and again, I know I keep fixating on this, and that's probably self-imposed. That's my fault. Roast me in the comments all you want, because yes, I will accept my responsibility that I didn't watch anything before this, so that's on me. I'm very perplexed by the fact that it was able to take me from knowing absolutely nothing and being so confused to the point I almost low-key quit. I was like, should I even post this, because I probably look like an idiot because I don't understand anything that's going on? Frick, I was crying. How the heck did it have me crying? Kind of just processing, but I'm kind of realizing, like, yeah, what a filmmaking feat this is. Especially, this is like 10 years old at this point, so I'm extremely late to the game here. But not to say that we didn't have great filmmaking technology a decade ago, but to do this, to have the whole freaking thing in the desert like this, all of these sequences, all these crazy war machine vehicles, and so much driving, I can feel an obsession creeping up. This is about to become my new hyperfixation, and I think that was the whole kind of purpose of this movie. It's just like, let the action, let their human emotion do the talking. The actors, I feel like, say so little, but their connection with one another, and they're clinging to this hope that there has to be something better. That's all you really need from that point on, to be like, oh yeah, frick yeah, heck yeah. We ride at dawn. Let's go. Let's take back that friggin' Citadel, y'all. I'm with you. I guess, like, Nicholas Holt's character, was that Nicholas Holt? I have to confirm. You know, I feel like his character was the perfect vessel to explain what's really happening in this movie. You don't really know what's going on. Everyone's a little bit mysterious. You don't know who to trust, and he's the perfect example of being swallowed up in this cult, willing to, I keep calling it a cult, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, and the promise of going to Valhalla, which I know I was kind of poo-pooing, is that's like a pretense. That's Joe's way of weaponizing, you know, his control over all of these people under the false narrative. That said, though, he's the one who had me freaking tearing up there. Even if it is a pretense, even if it is a lie, it's what he clings to, you know, that's what kept him going, that's what he believes. And in those last moments, that's all that matters, it's just the hope. That's also just a testament to the actors. I was just, they all had such, it's not dialogue heavy in any way, shape, or form. This wasn't their chance to prove that they can, you know, recite this amazing, gorgeous monologue. And we know, like, every single person in this movie has a great, obviously, career. You know, Tom Hardy, like, another one of the best actors of this generation. All these fabulous actors communicate so much with such little dialogue. Like, that's also just what I'm so impressed by as well, that it boils down to just this human connection. I don't know. Correct me in the comments. I'm sure people already will be like, why did you watch this before watching the other ones? I'm sorry, okay? I heard that it was acceptable. In a way, I'm almost kind of glad I did, because this movie really takes you from being like so confused to then you're brought to tears. They still share all of our same universal truths. That's what really carried this, in my opinion. Shout out to everyone who voted for this one in my latest community post. Now that I have the gist of it all, I feel like I need to just watch this through again. Now that that state of confusion has been eradicated and I know how just hype this gets, and the score, the landscape, even if you don't know what's going on, it's still so incredible to watch. Visually, the cinematography, the action, the sequences, the driving, again, like, just the fast and furious of it all. And I really kind of just want to watch this again to be able to fully appreciate it. I don't know, let me know if I should now react, probably in the worst order, but to the original ones, if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. Regardless, either way, I feel like I really do want to rewatch this now that I can enjoy it without my stupid brain acting up. Thank you so much for watching this. This is fun. I feel like I'm building up my sci-fi repertoire. I feel a little bit late to this game since I think this is such an iconic franchise, and I kind of really want to go see Furiosa now that it's still in theaters. To be able to see this on the big screen with 10 years worth of development in filmmaking technology and whatnot. Let me know if you have seen Furiosa. If so, what were your thoughts? I think I'm gonna go. This really made me thirsty. Watching all of this desert content made me a little bit thirsty. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get some H2O. Thank you guys so very much for watching. As always, drop some other recommendations in the comments. Hope you guys are doing so well. As always, thank you guys so very much for joining. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, guys.